Again, Paul is giving these encouraging words here. And today we're going to talk about spiritual sanity. It appears to me that as we go through life, that there is more insanity in our world than ever before. But I believe in Romans chapter 8, the Apostle Paul addresses a spiritual sanity that can be ours through Christ, and there are some things for us to understand. And he talks about us being spiritually minded, that we might consider what we might consider as spiritual sanity. And so in verse 6 of Romans chapter 8, here's what we read. The mind of sinful man is death, but the mind controlled by the Spirit is life and peace. It is in this context we will look at this, and we'll look at it maybe a little shorter today than we would otherwise. Another way of putting it is, as the Apostle Paul told the church in Philippi, let this mind be in you that is in Christ Jesus. And when we think about being sane, the definition means free from mental derangement, having a sound mind, a healthy mind, a sane person, having or showing reason, sound judgment, or good sense. Now, in contrast to that, insanity is extreme foolishness, folly, senselessness, or as we like to say today, is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. People do this. Now, I'm going to start off, though, I want to talk about spiritual sanity, but I also want to start, though, by talking about spiritual insanity. And from the book of Isaiah, I think we find an example here of spiritual insanity that we might come to appreciate and understand its impact upon all of our lives. In Isaiah chapter 14, Isaiah writes about Lucifer. And he writes this in verse 12. How have you fallen from heaven, O morning star, son of the dawn? You have been cast down to the earth. You were once laid low the nation. You said in your heart, I will ascend to the heaven. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit enthroned on the mount of the assembly, on the utmost heights of the sacred mountain. And I will ascend above the tops of the cloud. I will make myself like the Most High. Now stop a bit and think about this. What Satan was saying is that he could take over God. He could overrule God. And that his way was the way things were going to be. Lucifer's attempt to dethrone God, in essence, is spiritual insanity. In the book of Proverbs, it talks about spiritual insanity in this regard. It says, the fool says in his heart, there is no God. And in our world today, we are faced with this same dilemma where people believe there is no God. And with believing that there is no God, they believe that we can do what we want to do. We can make our own way. We can choose to do what is right in our own lives. Now, I talked about spiritual insanity, or insanity being doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I'll give you an example of that from the book of Matthew. When Satan tempted Jesus on the Mount of Temptation here, what did he do? He did the same things that he had done before to try to overpower him, overcome him, get him to bow down and to worship him. And of course, we recognize that Jesus uses, in terms of spiritual sanity, he continues to quote Scripture. And he quotes Scripture accurately, not inaccurately. Because spiritual insanity also can be quoting and misunderstanding and misinterpreting Scripture. And we find that happened with the coming of Christ. When he came, he mentioned that he would tell them and that he knew what the Father wanted. And he says, you've heard in times past, but I'm telling you, he gave definitions as to what God wanted mankind another example, though, of spiritual insanity found in Mark chapter 5. I know I'm going through this a little quickly today, but I'm in hopes that my voice will hold out. I didn't know it wasn't even going to be this kind of problem. But in Mark chapter 5 and verse 15, here's an example in Mark 5 of an individual that had spiritual insanity. In this particular case, this young man had demons. And he had as it were, a legion of demons. And he came out of tombs. He was living in tombs. No one could bind him, even with a chain. This is craziness, what is going on. And so he tore the chains apart. He broke the irons on his feet. No one was strong enough to subdue him. You're thinking, wow, what is going on with this individual? And he'd cry out. He would cut himself with stones and the like. He was being very, very self-destructive. And so we recognize, and Jesus tells us in this regard, that this individual was full of demons, and he cast out the demons. And we find that in verse 9. Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" Speaking to the demon. "My name is Legion," he replied, "for we are many." And he begged Jesus again and again not to send them out of the area. And so Jesus sends them into a large herd of pigs, and they run off into the water, and they drown. But, verse 15, notice what it says, "And when they came to Jesus, they saw the man who had been possessed by the legion of demons sitting there dressed and in his right mind, and they were afraid." By Jesus casting out these demons, we find that here what we have is that this individual now is considered to be in his right mind. It's important to understand for all of us when we think about spiritual sanity is understanding what God is doing, how the Spirit of God works in our lives and also in the lives of others. So I would like to quote what John had to say in 1 John chapter 4, and beginning here in verse 1 through 6. Here John says, "Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. This is how you can recognize the Spirit of God. Every spirit that acknowledges that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh is from God. But every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have heard is coming and even now is already in the world. You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them, because the one who is in you is greater than the one in the world. They are from the world and therefore speak of the viewpoint of the world, and the world listens to them. We are from God, and whoever knows God listens to us. But whoever is not from God does not listen to us. This is how we recognize the spirit of truth and the spirit of error." It is with this thought in mind, several things come to our focus. And that is trying to understand, in terms of spiritual sanity, what Satan might be presenting to us that would cause us to do something that, in essence, is sinful, is not of Christ, takes our focus off of Jesus. Here we find that the focus on all of this, in terms of the Spirit, is on Jesus, who he is, and what he brings to us. The focus is also on his kingdom, his truth, and his reality. However, I think we all recognize that insanity has its own reality. And I've dealt with a few people who are schizophrenic, and there's a reality that they have, and they are absolutely sure that what they're saying, what they're doing, what they perceive, what they understand is true. And yet their mind is not functioning the way it should. There are problems and issues. I've also dealt with people from time to time who have had a demonic influence. And oftentimes when we have mental health issues, that can be also a factor involved in this. Now,
the world today is a challenging environment for Christian believers and followers of Jesus Christ. Looking for answers? Grace Communion International local churches in Fairfield, Santa Rosa, and Modesto offers a comforting environment for Christians in search of spiritual growth and development. Contact our local ministry. Attend our local GCI churches at the times listed on your screen.